Hey guys, it's Eugene with Appalachian Homesteaders. Welcome to our page. Been a while since I've done a YouTube video. I figured I'd do one here. I want to do a little video today on the process I use to make cutting boards. And I'm going to take this pretty piece of wood right here. I'll show you. Pretty piece of wood like this. And we're going to cut it down to 18.5-inch long pieces. We're going to rip it on the table saw and we're going to make a cutting board out of it. I just wanted to give you all a little insight on other things that we do here on the homestead, you know. We make cutting boards, pepper grinders, rolling pins. We make all kinds of stuff. We go to festivals and we sell a lot of festivals and things. And Brittany, she makes tumblers and t-shirts and stuff. We do a lot of things to help pay the bills around here. So thought I'd just show you guys the process I use to make these cutting boards. So we take it to the miter saw, measure 18.5 inches. Give it a cut. Take it to the joiner then, join on one side. Back to the table saw, where I rip it in 1 1/4 strips. So the cutting board will be 1 1/4 when we glue it together. So something I guess you guys are realizing that I have a super small shop. I have a lot of tools in a small shop. So it's kind of cramped. It's not, I have to move stuff around, some of my tools around to use them, like the drum sander and the planer. I have to rotate them in and out in order to use them, and the dust collector takes up a lot of room over there. We do have a CNC router and things, and we got a lathe. I'll do some videos turning some pepper grinders probably on the lathe at a later time, but I just wanted to try this. I've never really done a video over in the wood shop like this for you guys, so I thought it'd be fun. Thought we'd give it a try. Okay, so now we got everything measured out and cut on the chop saw. We took it over to the joiner, we joined it. We've ripped it down on the table saw. So now we're going to lay our cutting board out to get the pattern that we want, the colors and the patterns that we want. So I'll get it laid out and then we'll get back. So once everything's cut, joined, laid out the way I want it, I number it with a pencil. That way, when I take them back over to the joiner to make sure all the ends match up good, and I come back, I can lay the pattern right back out the way I had it. So now let's go over to the joiner. Take it to the joiner and join it one last time. That way, make sure everything's good and square. So when we glue it up, there's no issues, there's no gaps. Now that everything's jointed up, we're going to take and lay it back out here and get it ready to glue up. So I just find my numbers. And I lay them out like this. Then I get it ready to glue up and clamp. Now, I won't bore you with all that. We'll time-lapse that, of course. You want to make sure you get plenty of glue on the boards. Get it spread out good. That way, when you do clamp, you'll have good glue out, or squeeze out, I should say, on the glue. It should squeeze between the boards. You should see it coming out pretty evenly in different places there. It'll start and then it'll just work its way down the board. All right, so I'll let this board sit overnight. Now we're going to take it out of the clamps, and we'll take it out of the clamps. We'll square the ends of it up. We'll put it through the planer, maybe one pass through the drum sander. Then we'll take it to the router table, and then we'll sand it all down. Like I said, I'll go ahead and time lapse because I don't want to bore you with all this. So we take it out of the clamps, take it to the miter saw, square it up, over to the good old DeWalt planer where we're going to flatten it. Takes a few passes to the router table. Okay, so we got it squared up on the miter saw. We planed it through the planer. We brought it over here. We routed the edges, and we got this. It's going to be a beautiful board. So now we're going to sand it. Got a lot of sanding to do on this board, and I'll get with that. My least favorite part of the whole process, sanding. It takes a while to get it sanded good and smooth all the way around and the way we like it. Then we seal it with the mineral oil and beeswax solution. Okay, so here she is. This is our finished board. front, back, sides. Now guys, I'll put a little more, I'll seal a little more later after it soaks this up. And also I'll probably put some rubber feet on it later, maybe. I don't know yet. But anyway, this is my process on how I make cutting boards over here in the wood shop.